Yeah.
We are
all the words, all the words.
all
Words.
All the words.
Say them all right now. That's all. All I got.
That was Becca's word section.
Well,
Say
red is still
be
red.
Skilbo for the night, Becca. What
Yeah.
started?
Welcome to the late sesh.
Yeah.
2.
The late sesh. She's
Cheers,
asking for
chat.
audience participation. I was jumping in.
Joint effort.
I like it, especially the joint effort. That's a good touch.
Yep.
That's a good idea. Or a dab.
Hey, I bet you could roll a joint, Becca, faster than what Red could. Roll a joint and smoke it. I'll say. Let me be clear. Faster than Red can.
It's done like at once. He takes 20 minutes to grind it sometimes.
That's a shot at all men, Spartan. It's more than a shot at Red. we dilly dally and
Yeah, I guess that's true. That's kind of a
they've
common
got
trait.
Until-
they got a mission, they get it done and
So you gotta leave the house.
move on to the next.
That's a good point, Biggs. And so you got to leave the house.
No, I just leave and then I forget all the shit that I was supposed to have done, and then I forget half the stuff I was supposed to have taken. You know, because I'm not prepared.
Yeah, been there, done that.
All right, it's Hallows Eve.
Yeah, happy Halloween, everybody.
No, Hallows Eve was yesterday.
Eric Jones.
Eric,
Thank you, Eric.
for the gifted memberships. That's
Oh,
awesome.
thank you, Eric
I
Jones.
love
That's
when he
awesome.
does that.
Awesome.
You get a gift and you get one.
You get a membership and you
You get a membership. Yeah, oh man, I forgot to even say hello to chat. Hello, chat. Good to see everyone. Good to see Skilbo. Good to see your buddy Skilbo in chat. I'm missing you, buddy.
Yeah, Skilbo.
Scobo, when are you coming back?
Yeah.
I guess I don't know why I'm asking because I'm going to miss the next week of shows. I'll be gone again.
Where are you going this time?
New Jersey this time.
All right,
Jazzy.
we need our Jersey folks to
That's right.
slide into the
Yeah.
DMs.
New Jersey's rec legal, so
That's
Jim
dope.
Cannon Laundry.
I just need some New Jersey hookup.
Going to the Jersey Shore.
No,
He's DTF.
I'll be in New He's DTF.
What he really wants is the best.
I wondered if you were going to catch that.
What he was really doing was just reiterating so nobody else missed it.
Yeah, there you go.
Probably more like it. Especially since this audience is 98% male.
Exactly. That's a very good point. That's an excellent point.
I think it's 99.8% what it is.
Oh, man.
Yeah, all the girls are here and Blue Kiss.
Yeah.
And
Lucas.
Lucas.
That's what I've always said. It's like Susan, Blue Kiss, and you girls, and that's it. But that's all right. We appreciate all of you.
Yep. Now Georgia Grove guy's calling you Shaggy from Scooby Doo, man.
That'll work.
Trying you up for your outfit.
That's what I went for.
Crushed
What'd
it.
you go for? The losing team fan?
Yeah. That's what it was.
That was for sequence.
Somebody asked me to be dressed up as a pot grower in the last one. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Look, I'm wearing American Chronic, man. I'm supporting local.
Oh, I think I have that shirt.
Did you get the green one?
The
That is
pink
the
one.
best one. Oh, you got the pink one?
Yeah. Well, it's salmon. We'll call it
Oh,
salmon.
yeah. We've had that conversation before, I think.
Yep. And we decided salmon was acceptable.
I don't know about we. I don't think we decided that. I don't think we decided that.
Mm.
I think you decided that, but I wasn't convinced. Just like
Yeah.
your work shirt from Mitten Canico that you got was pink.
We
Salmon,
need
yeah.
a, non-biased judger of your shirt color.
Yeah.
We just
No,
need
it's just
to
when you
ask
see
random-
something when you see something you don't normally see, I just say, hey,
That's pink.
There's something different. You don't normally wear pink. You're wearing pink. It's
Yep.
my comment.
Yeah.
It's free clothes. I wear free clothes.
You
It
hear
looks
that,
like
chat?
pink to me.
You hear that,
Yeah.
chat? You can be very creative, and Baked will wear it as long as it's free.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Pretty much.
I don't know if I
In other
want to open
words,
that wide ass door there, but
It's on a sweatshirt and
you got some
send it
cool
to me.
clothes. Yeah.
Just a
You won't
shirt
wear
with
it on the
just
air.
a shirt with the nipples cut out. You know, just a shirt with the nipples cut out, and then send that to
I wouldn't wear that in the winter.
him. Why not? Let him free, man.
They freeze off.
You don't need them.
You could put
That's
some.
Yeah.
right. They're useless
Definitely.
anyway.
Yeah, that is true. But I like them.
That's a fashionable.
I
shirt.
like them.
Yeah, I don't want to just.
Why?
I don't want to not have anything there, or like a burn mark, a frozen burn mark. Gross.
In high school, we took canned air and froze my friend's nipple, and I swear it could have fallen off.
Oh my
Oh.
god!
It was so funny.
I bet you that hurt after a while. Oh my
Yeah, he
god!
got a burn for sure.
Oh man!
It
Now I'm
could have
picturing.
fallen off.
Yeah, it could have, but it didn't.
Oh my god.
I'm picturing that
Oh,
movie where the kid stuck his tongue to a frozen pole,
Yeah, I love that.
and but Sequence making his buddy put his nipple on a frozen pole.
I didn't have to make him do anything. This was like, let's do this to your nipple, and he's like, sure.
Yeah.
Vice versa. Dumbass high school kids.
No way, man. I'm sure this one of the fucking jackass guys has done this.
It's probably
It
his
has
idea.
to be in. It has to be in one of their segments.
Oh, they've done plenty.
They're not that
What
dumb.
about?
Yes,
what
they
about the
are.
nipple?
Huh?
Stick it to a frozen metal pole.
Ah,
Yep, that was the subject.
Ah,
That's the sound Dragon made.
sounds worse than a 9-volt battery.
Yeah, I want to hear your best Puff the Magic Dragon impression.
Puff can talk, man.
Well, I got to roll.
Can he
it.
talk,
Yeah, he can talk. Puff
or
talk.
does he roar?
Yeah.
No, man, he's a cartoon.
Mm.
Be right back.
Red just keeps talking. She gets muted. Oh my!
I love it.
So
Well, we
Red
had a
talk- you know,
dismal showing for
Red,
Halloween.
you're muted.
We had a very dismal
I know.
and
Oh,
disappointing
he knows.
showing for
Okay.
Halloween. And I think we had like 15 trick-or-treaters.
yep.
Hey, that's
Oh,
pretty
really?
good. I didn't get any.
No, man. We used to get like 75 or 100. and-
Whoa, that's a lot of candy you gotta buy.
We
Yeah.
had
15's a good number. You get in, you give them the candy, you get done. Then you have some
Yeah.
extra.
Dogs don't have to bark at, you know. It's cool.
That's cup half full right there.
Diamond was barking. I'll tell you that.
Diamond was barking.
She doesn't like
See,
Halloween.
I went out of town for Halloween, so I didn't have to deal with it.
There was this guy, I don't know how old the person was, dressed in a big inflatable dinosaur costume, and she was like, "Roar, roar, roar, roar." She was going
Oh, I
nuts.
bet she loved that.
Oh, those brown ones that you see on TikTok.
I don't know what color it was, but it was really cool. It was cool.
I saw
Weird.
those.
We saw some cute costumes.
We saw an inflatable shark, and what was the other one?
Cartman.
Oh, Cartman.
Oh, Cartman.
They were running. It was funny because their legs were only like this much, and the rest of the outfit is huge. So it looks like their legs are only this much. So when they were running, it really looks like they're running. Their legs are just going.
Funny.
I was dying laughing. Like, geez, look at
That
that.
guy-
That's a glowing flames over there. That's costume right there. She wins.
Dude on fire.
How did it look, Bad?
She wins for the pyrotechnics, man. Take it to that next
Pretty good.
level.
That was hysterical.
Oh, there it is. By the way.
Oh, I gotta tell you guys. So these kids are trick or treating, and we're eating Panera, and I'm up there handing them candy, and this kid leans up to me and he goes, "Your girlfriend's really pretty." And I almost had to clock this little kid,
Ooh.
but his parents were standing out there.
I like your clock was.
I gotta ways
You gotta hit
alert.
him down like
It
this.
reminded me of Bubbles.
Some kid stole her
You got to
bullet.
remember, it's a kid, so he's striking down.
That's
That's
right.
true. That's
Downright.
true. Yeah,
There's
that's
no
true.
uppercut. It's a down cut.
You gotta get leverage on these little
You gotta
fuckers.
trip them so they fall down your porch.
Oh,
What'd you say?
trip him.
You got a
trip,
report?
trip them?
No, you got a report about some kid stealing a bowl of candy.
Yeah, right out of the lady's hand. She's like stole my candy out of my hands. Yeah,
That's crazy. The
it's like one of
source.
the Waze
The
reports.
bowl.
Damn hooligans. We had surprisingly there was like a dozen groups of kids that like came by. It was like mob hour. Like the kids couldn't even fit on our porch. And it was like, here, have some candy. Here, have some candy. They're like coming out from around the door. And where are all you kids coming from? Little kids too.
Good.
Oh Lord.
There's a lot of little trick or treat. We have a big neighborhood, but
There wasn't that many.
in all, yeah, I mean, comparatively, years past, I mean, it's dwindled, but I'd say compared to like, I've never handed out candy here, so I really don't know. This is my first time handing out candy in like a fucking decade. It was kind of cool.
Oh my god.
Been here for Halloween maybe twice. I'm usually working on Halloween. Halloween's usually just always.
Well, Dad, and you're out there getting candy. This is the first year you haven't been able to go out and get candy, right? So
I haven't been able to go get candy. Always going out and trick or treating. Well, for a long time, it was like DJ. I was DJing. I DJ'd parties for like almost a decade straight. So that was just like always DJing something. And then and then I was in the service industry for a long time, so I was always working on Halloween. You'd have to be hosting parties for that and just all kinds of stuff, man. This is a good time. It's nice to be out and about. Well, home.
We carved some
should say.
pumpkins. We carved 2 pumpkins.
We had some hot cocoa and marshmallows and fucking Irish cream. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Love some Baileys.
I had a friend stop by, smoked some doobies. It was a nice Halloween. It was pretty cool.
Painted Lady carved our pumpkin. If you want to see it, it's on our Instagram stories.
Yeah, we did the screen mask.
Sweet.
And I was at the chiropractor earlier, and she taught me several tips on pumpkin carving. The first one was carve the hole out of the bottom, so you don't get your arm all nasty, like getting all the stuff out. So that was genius. And then the candle lays flat on the surface. And then what was the other one? Oh, an egg, like a mixer, electric mixer gets all the goob stuff out of there.
Nice.
I didn't do that. I just used a spoon, but interesting tips at the chiropractor for pumpkin carving. But yeah, it was fun. It didn't take long. Did it really quick, and yeah, got a compliment, I guess. But only 15 trick-or-treaters. That's pretty.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now we have all this candy that we're gonna have to eat.
I know. Thank God I bought the kind we like.
I love candy. I'll eat the fuck out. I don't care.
In my neighborhood, we took my little ones trick-or-treating, and we're able to walk like around the neighborhood over to grandma's house. It's close enough. And she keeps track of like trick-or-treaters because she'll just stay and hand stuff out. And so when we got to her, it was only like an hour into the trick-or-treating hours. And I think she said she was at 180 trick-or-treaters already.
Oh.
Holy shit.
It was
I do
crazy.
not want that many.
They had people that had. They
That's
had
like
one
18.
place, we had one place we walked through the garage and it was a haunted house.
The first garage,
Wow,
the first garage was where they had all of the like refreshments. So they had hot cocoa, apple cider, little juice boxes, popcorn, like fresh popcorn. And then through there, you could choose to go through their haunted house, which was through the separate garage. And if you made it through that one, they gave you king size candy bars.
Damn.
That was pretty cool.
Nice.
And then they whacked your arm off and ate it. And put the rest of your body in the freezer.
Apparently, the North normal people are the ones that are the craziest like that. So that and a polo seems a little sus now.
I've been watching too many Dahmer specials on Netflix lately, I think. But they've been good. He hates all that true crime shit, so I've been watching it while he's been gone on tour.
On tour.
Tour.
Do you have the next one picked out for next week then?
Not yet.
No.
Not yet. So, well, I'll taking recommendations, but I've seen a lot of them.
I know one that Anything Grows Here got me watching, and I don't think you would probably like it so much, but it's it's called, what's it called?
Arcane.
Arcane, and it's like watching a comic book. It's freaking cool to me, and but it also follows the game loosely based on the game League of Legends, and so like I recognize some of the characters already from the game, so that's pretty cool to watch that one. So that's cool.
What's that on?
It's on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
It's only 9 episodes. The second season should be coming out this year or early next year. But it's basically based off of League of Legends. So it's how the champions came to be for what you play in the game. So it's like all their backstories and things like that. And it's set in a very anime type style where it's on the comic booky side. So when the Big Bang happens, you'll see the lines and stuff like that. And the painting of it actually looks, sort of like oil painting, which is really nice.
Cool. What about you guys?
We got him playing. Baked already plays League of Legends, and so he and I had played, and then I got Spartan to play League of Legends too, and so it's nice to kind of see the characters and their backstories and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've got 3 more episodes to watch, and then I'll be waiting for the next season to come out, see what the next one is. But it's been pretty cool to watch.
Yep.
Have you seen that one, Beck? I was going to ask you. Probably seen that one.
Yeah. Yep. I like TFT these days though, but
Notice that.
I wouldn't mind getting a 5-man ARAM group and smashing through some rounds. We got some Groskis out there.
Yeah,
We just need 2, and then we all have to synchronize.
Yeah,
that's the hard part.
I know. I'll be going to bed and here's Spartan getting on. Like, geez,
and that's at 7 o'clock at night.
oh no, that's like 11. It'll be like 11. I'll be like.
You doing more dice, Baked?
What?
You making more, crafting more dice?
Not lately. No, I haven't really sat down to do that. I haven't had any good ideas. Like I gotta have some good like color mashups. I guess I could do the tie-dye one I was thinking.
Yeah.
I really need to get up there and sand a bunch and finish them, and then I can ink them. But
yeah, it'd be cool to see finished one with the ink and the little number marks.
well, now the next step is not wasting time on the other dice, but make molds of my dice.
Oh yeah, from
so
that.
that has my little logo thing.
Do you have to balance them when you start sanding them and stuff like that?
Not really. Basically you just time your sand. I got a little pottery wheel, and so you tape the sandpaper to that, and then you just do 2 circles each.
Nice.
So you just keep it even like that way, and it's balanced enough that it's not going to be weighted any side.
Mm-hmm.
But because you're making molds off of this guy that 3D prints them, and he's got a reputation for making the nicest molds. But yep, I gotta make a mold or a couple molds.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what you come up with.
Yeah.
You could pour
It's pretty cool. He's got I don't know, what'd you say, 5 or 6 sets maybe made already, maybe more, but it's cool to see that you saved all of that, you know what I mean, or a lot of it, and you can kind
They're
of
all
show
still pretty good. They're just not they're not the colors or something I wanted to melt or mix or whatever.
But you can still see your progression too, you know what I mean, where you're trying
Yeah.
different things and the different color. It was pretty cool to see that, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yep. And yeah, you find out some things like that chemical one I was showing y'all. It was it's brown. It's brown and opaque, But then if you actually hold light behind it or shine light through it, I guess, it becomes purple transparent.
Did you try that with any other colors yet?
No, I still have the same food dye, but that's a good idea to see. Because that was just purple. I wanted a purple one. And I ended up just reacting that way. But
Is it the right purple that you were wanting when you shine it through the light?
yeah, I
Oh,
like
that's cool.
that. Yeah. But it's just brown when there's no light.
I
It's
think that
really
looks pretty
weird.
cool though.
Yeah.
It would be
Well,
cool if you can control the brown color to something different.
You could
yeah.
go into one of those underlight, like the trays, and you could roll onto those. So when it's just next to you, it looks brown. You throw it on the tray and it lands. So when it's lights up underneath.
Oh yeah.
See that lighting around the edge, yeah.
That would be neat.
Or then you could do the reflective colored paint in the actual where the numbers are, so the numbers would pop under a light.
Yeah. Like some neon or something. Yeah, I gotta make the mold and then I'll get some pumping out and post them. But we'll see. We gotta finish that garage and then
When's the expected date of completion now?
at least the veg room and the flower room, like hopefully next month. So like what's November 30th? Because we are so close with the walls. I have the mini split. I got the lights. The only thing I don't have is DU, but I can get that, over the month.
The goal is plant some veg by the end of the year.
And even if we aren't, planting and yeah, exactly. That was the main goal. Is because we're finishing a veg and a flower, so we'll be able to have that. And within that first time that we're running the veg and flower, let's say it's 4 months, but probably a little bit more if we pop seeds or something. Then that gives us 4 months or whatever to finish the dry room and the next flower room because those will be on the same mini split. And so that's kind of the goal there. But yeah, even if we don't have like trays and stuff, I got plenty of pans and lifters we'll just grow on the ground for the winter.
Right, we could
So,
we could still the pans right on the ground. It'd be fine. That
yep,
elevates it enough.
yep. So I got plenty of BTUs, so shouldn't be a problem. I just hope we don't have any condensation issues or anything like that, which I don't think we will. It seems to be sweating on the outside, if anything, of the building, which is fine. It's got siding. So.
Right. Yeah, that'd be fine.
But yeah, I got the insulator calling me tomorrow. At least one of them. I hit up like 4. There's so many in the middle of Michigan, so I hit them all up.
You didn't just call the same guy as last time?
I did. And I
Oh.
said, hey, I got you guys last time, but I still want to see if maybe prices vary. See if I can get the best deal. Who knows? Yep. So yeah, I'm thinking a month will be, but yeah, at the very least, the new year, the first of the year.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out to Eric. Eric the Dream Giver. $2.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello, my friend. That's 2, Eric. He said friends.
Thanks for explaining.
Good one. Thank you. Yes.
Uh-oh. You might get it again.
Yep. The aliens yeah. You're getting contacted.
I've got a bug. I got an alien bug in my computer or something.
Yep.
Does Red still know he's talking to himself muted? Or does
Haven't heard from Red since the beginning of the show.
Yeah, Red, you're muted.
Oh
man.
You're just moving my lips.
Okay.
I did say
Awesome.
something. I didn't know I was muted.
I
I was just happy. I was going, ah! That's not anything important or worth value to anybody's time.
Fair.
Except mine, apparently.
Just Becca's. She used to hear all my noises. Over here trying to fix the mouth end of this joint because it keeps sending little bits of weed nuggets in my mouth.
Mm.
Diamond's back here sawing logs again.
You got no filter?
Nah, I don't have a filter on. I need
That's what I'm talking about. Cheers. No filter gang.
Ugh.
Bring it back
That's
to
It's fucking terrible.
Oh,
I'm
wait,
on deck on this one.
I just would rather have a tip because then I can enjoy the whole joint and the very
Yeah,
end.
exactly.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Thank you.
I get really close.
I smoked this whole. This will
They
be.
get all gummed up.
I'll smoke this whole
They
thing.
get gunned up with a filter. If
You
you
get all your Scooby snacks. Yeah, that's great. You just suck all that shit in your
you
mouth.
get that, you spit a little out. That's
You see?
Yeah, that's
microbes.
great.
If
I mean,
anything,
spit it
you
all
should
around.
appreciate that. That's the microbes straight from the plant.
Not burnt on with fire. Not burnt in fire. They don't survive.
So
that.
if you're getting Scooby snacks, it's not the bird part.
Yeah,
It's
but
the
the heat
actual
comes back.
opposite
The
end.
heat comes back through that the whole time, man.
It's not burning. If anything, you're talking about smoking it, and people like smoked things. So if anything, it's a delicacy.
Oh yeah, what smoke thing do you like?
I said people. I don't like
You're
it.
not a person now.
Actually,
Well, being
I like
talking about
I like-
delicacies is the funny part here.
I liked what was it? A smoked
Just
bourbon or something
delicacies.
we had.
These
They smoked the drink in front of me. Other than that, no, not a lot of smoked things.
Yeah, filters way better.
Just
I agree.
a little too soggy down at the end there.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ew.
It does get soggy. Usually, it's just my personal doobies.
Nobody likes the doggy
Yep.
tip bread.
But then he won't share the whole joint. And then right before it's done, like all the way down at the end, he'll hand it to me. He'll be like, no, I'm good. Thanks.
Here, you want my soggy roach?
At the very end,
Like once, it's happened
Puff the magic dragon.
times.
Give
That's a magic.
shitty roaches.
4 times tops. 4 times tops.
Four
At
times
most 5. At most 5. If it's happened, it was 6. It's 6 times tops.
no.
That story started with one time, Red.
7. Okay, 7. It was 7. 7.
I'll
Lucky
also
number.
just be like, no, I'm good. I don't want it. And he'll just keep trying to hand it to me like a
Do
habit.
you ever roll your own with a filter?
Yeah. I'll
I would just do that then. I was like, all right. Nope, I got my own.
You can even, if you don't like rolling filters, you can buy them pre-rolled even.
Oh, pack a cone, you mean?
I just pack a cone. Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
There you
that
go.
uses so much weed. I feel like. 'Cause I pack them tight.
You pack them tight too.
comparatively.
You can't do it too tight down at the end though.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like just as much gets wasted on a cone because I can't smoke it all the way down to the end. It starts getting harsh. Even though that's our setter stick is a cone, that's just kind of what we have available, what we have for our thing now. I'd like to get a solid,
Toothless joints?
like yeah, well, you know, like that roller that Scobo uses. Like I'd like to use like something.
I
Solid.
got one of those.
Like,
It's,
that's a-
it's kind of a pain in
Nice
the butt.
Thick. It's like a
Like,
thick,
yeah, like a
long-
nice-
What are you doing with it, man? That sounds. You're probably not using it right if it's a pain in the butt.
Oh, you're so funny. It's just a contraption. It's more work. I think it's more work than it's worth. When you can just roll a filterless.
I almost think it's probably the same amount of time as packing a cone. Maybe even less. I don't know. The cone things, well, you still have to like pack the ends if
It
you
depends. Do you have the tool? The little scoop?
Yeah, that scoop is
The
awesome.
scoop and dip.
we have a
Scoop
6
and dip.
shooter, so you effectively like fill 6 at a
Scoop.
time.
What's
Scoopy.
It's a raw scoop, and then it's got a skinny little
scooper.
part. Looks like a broom scoop,
Yeah,
Oh,
but
but
you
it's really small.
It's
and-
only one at a time though. If you got a 6 shooter, it's better.
You can't like
Yeah.
fill it all at once. You have to like put
Oh
it
yeah.
at a time and pack it. You know, if you do it all at once, you're just gonna like put a hole in it, or it's gonna get all packed loose at the bottom, and then you're gonna get that joint that like.
Well, do you have a packing stick? That's-
Yeah, dude.
How do you screenshot with an iPhone?
You got old bamboo raw.
I have no clue.
pods.
Tell Siri to do it.
The most important part is that the material that you have doesn't have any type of pointy shit in it at all.
Yeah.
No types of stems, because as soon as you try to pack it in, it just rips, and it's a pain in the ass. That's my TED talk for the day.
That's important.
Well, as Spart would say, if it's a pay your ass, you're probably doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It's doing it wrong. It's got a bunch of stems in there.
Uncle Rick. Uncle
Can't
Rick.
always get them all out.
We don't have
Shout out to Let's Be Buds in chat. Uncle Rick, pro tip: set one of your hotkeys to your screenshot if you don't have it,
Are you kidding me, Red? You think he's gonna do that?
and you use
You're,
your.
you're talking
Pro
foreign
tip.
language.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Buy a Samsung.
I got my
because
screenshot set.
It's already set. It's
You know you can tap the
defaulted.
back of your phone as a hotkey. Tapping the back of your phone is a hotkey. It's
You don't
pretty,
have that set
pretty.
up.
Yeah. If I tap the back of my phone, it takes a screenshot.
That's what it is on my Pixel.
Even though it's just as easy to squeeze the two outside buttons on the outside of the phone to take a screenshot.
There it
Yeah,
is.
do the same thing.
Squeeze the outside buttons at the same time.
The top
yeah.
volume and the power button.
Top volume and the
Yeah, there
power.
you go. Yeah, that's how you do it. Wow. I wasn't thinking I knew how to do it. I walked myself right into it. Perfect. There we go. There you go, Rick. Push those two buttons. That makes it easy.
You know how to do that?
I couldn't think of it because I used the tap the back of the button on the back of the
That's
phone.
the tap in the back better.
He said he asked Siri.
But I know how to use it because I just said it. So it just came out
Whoa,
like
you did
subconsciously.
Big things as Siri.
Subconscious thing.
I wonder if you could be like Siri, take a screenshot, and then would it, or would it
Probably.
Google and show you how to?
That's what she's there for, man.
Yeah, fucking robots.
So based on what happened on their screen up there, either Siri took a screenshot or Spartan farted.
Yep, she just did it. Siri just took a screenshot.
Oh, he's wearing something.
Uh-oh.
So I'm gonna-
Pardon, your hat's the same color as our chicken coop.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Spartan,
What happened?
he has the sickness.
Not in a good way.
The mutants.
He has the
They
mute.
broke. He's shaking the laptop.
They're drying
It's an
it off.
earthquake.
He has. I'm telling you, man, it's contagious.
What happened? Look at their faces.
He's not a mute button, dude.
Next subject.
Do you need to reload the browser?
If you tried turning it off,
You can't unmute.
Spartan is looking at us longingly.
There
There
we
you go.
go. There we go.
I just spelled tea.
Iced tea.
Yeah, iced tea down his back and kind of on the keyboard. So
Yeah, the mouse is no longer working.
Oh,
But I
no.
finally got to unmute with a touch screen.
You need to flip that thing upside down.
Flip what upside down?
The laptop, so it seeps down and out.
Oh, it's
then
already.
do we
it's
all
already
have
good.
to go upside
It's all
down too?
Yeah, we would have to. I'm willing to do that.
Huh?
Am I
She was
upside-
asking if we would see you guys go upside down.
Like, do we all have to go?
I can keep
Yeah,
the
we-
mic. No, it's good. I think we're all right. I can use the touch screen and be fine. I'm just a little cold and wet.
We're not worried about you, Spartan.
you
We're
got
about
water on
the
your
laptop.
camera now. There's iced tea on your camera lens.
Yeah.
Is there? Okay, yeah, I'll get that.
That's what that is. Good call. I thought it was a ghost because it's Halloween, and I was like, whatever. That's normal.
It's Halloween.
Yep.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, good.
probably the cleanest the lens has been in a long time.
Probably. The mouse is working again, so we're good.
Speaking of Halloween, when Yeti and Amanda were here the other night, they were talking about their house and how they've been renovating it and making it awesome. And it's a 100-year-old house, I guess. And I was like, ooh, have you had like paranormal experiences in there? And I can't believe that they have not.
Mm.
I've had paranormal experiences in like every house I've ever lived in. So
Especially after they told us, like, who's still at their house.
yeah,
Holy cow.
What?
I'll tell you. With
There's a ghost.
I mean,
Well, who knows?
it's a secret.
Yep. You gotta make sure you do your research when you buy a house. Don't buy a ghost house.
yeah.
Don't buy a house.
Well, I didn't want to speak for him about, potentially haunted houses.
We saw it. It is beautiful. It is
Yeah,
so flippin' gorgeous.
that's awesome. I love that. I love old houses and the architecture. It's so cool.
They had it updated and modernized very nicely. Looked really good.
Nice.
Super open. I love when like your living room, kitchen, dining room. Like I like when that's all in one big area.
Say,
Open concept.
Yeah, so you can be cooking a meal and still talking to somebody in the living room. I like that. That's cool.
Our kitchen's in this weird thing behind us that's actually open on both sides. That's why, like, I'll walk away like this way and like I'll cross out behind because there's actually an open. This is just a wall.
Oh, I always thought you had a portal gun.
Yeah, totally. Walk. Yeah,
We're gonna maybe take this whole wall down.
a lot of people in the
That
neighborhood.
looks like a low-bearing wall from here.
It's
Oh, there's
not.
no
It's a
top.
half wall. It's
Oh shit.
see.
Hey, you don't know
Oh.
shit. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that. From here, from this 100
all
miles
Hollywood.
away, I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you, a low fucking
Yeah,
bearing
don't take the advice from the guy on Zoom.
That looks like
Giving
a
out,
very
giving
wall.
out contractor.
Yeah.
It's a load-bearing wall. I can't do shit.
Nope. It's got nothing.
You're gonna need that wall.
shit. You wouldn't even find a stud with a stud finder baked.
I got one. Why? I don't need to be one. I
Call it
just
a hammer.
go put the batteries in mine. Pretty nice one.
I'm changing.
Man, we found out that there's like 0 studs that this numbnuts did when he did the renovation on this addition.
Oh
Man,
really?
He was trying to put up wasn't it the curtain rod or something in here, and he was like, there's like no studs.
Wow.
I don't know what they were doing.
It's an interesting house.
Yeah.
We got them all in, guys.
It's that sideways.
That's what I hear, old school. That's what I hear. Maybe, because mine is friendly, though. I mean, they just move boxes around. One time they sat on me in the middle of the night. That was weird. Fucking scary. Oh, and when during the late sesh one night, I don't know if anybody in chat noticed, but I was sitting here. He had already gone to bed, and I was sitting here, and all of a sudden, my cat comes up behind me and puts his hand on me and wants me to grab him, give him snuggles, and sometimes he appears back there. And all of a sudden, I felt on my chair. And I was like, snug. And I went like that on the show. If you watch it back, probably I go like this and I see that nothing's there. And I'm like, nothing's there. And then I look and then I just heard like creaking on the floor out into the other room. But nothing. And there was no fucking cat there. And I was like, you could see, you guys were all laughing about something funny. And I'm just fucking white. And I'm just like, sitting there for like 5 minutes trying to process what had happened. But that shit's weird. That shit happens to me all the time, and he thinks it's
we have a ghost in this house.
Crazy.
Yeah, they're around. I believe you got something going on.
I mean, it's not a ghost because it touched you.
It didn't touch me though. I felt it on my chair, like the chair kind of like somebody actually like pulled the chair back and was like, "Hey." And I thought it was the cat because my cat does that all the time. But I went like this and nothing. And There was no cat anywhere. I'm like, oh fuck. I don't know what that was, but it scared the bejesus out of me. Usually they're just moving boxes and stuff around in the attic.
The first year that I lived here in this house, I had woken up because I thought I heard like the door open, and I'm like, okay, what the hell is that? So I got up and I went to go check it out, and the back door is through my kitchen, and so I went into the kitchen and turned the lights on, and all of the cabinet doors were open, like the uppers and lowers. And I'm like, okay, well, I know for a fact I would not leave every single cabinet door open. The next day I took them all off, and I haven't had cabinet doors on since.
Oh man. Well, that's one way of solving that problem, but that's, I'm telling you, I don't know.
I think you've seen too many Dahmer movies, and now you think you're getting
Relax.
We have a good story
I
over
just
here
want to take
in our
pictures.
location. I have to put the hood on to get it correct. I'll just kind of tell Becca about it.
I don't really like ghosts. They just I just accept that they're there, but I don't like to think about them. Like,
our shits
cool.
can be moved around sometimes. We so we may or may not live on or near or around or surrounded by ancient burial ground.
Christ.
Maybe not. Yeah, probably ancient. Yeah, somewhat ancient.
Go to the light, Caroline.
Yeah. What's funny is I grew up watching Poltergeist and like was like, yeah, it's funny. There's actually a farm near us. It's an orchard. It's one of the busier ones in the area. We live in, I've talked about it before. We lived in like southern Washtenaw County and like Ypsilanti Township, where Wired's Orchard is actually has history that goes back a couple hundred years. The land that they own used to be like all of this land over here, and actually where I grew up, the neighborhoods that I grew up in are all named after Indian, Native American, and like what would they be? What do they call them? First Nation, First Nation, tribal names, things like that, Apache and things like that. So that whole area was old tribal ground, and then that we grew up on, and then
that doesn't mean there's ghosts.
No, but this area here, lo and behold, it's something to do with like it was like the Little Bear Reservation or something. Something went on here, like on this ground where Wired's Orchard was, and Wired's Orchard is now a very small, maybe like 50 or 100 acres. It's super small. It's not that big, but it used to be sections of property. Like it used to be fucking huge. You know, it was a massive agricultural area. But yeah, like a lot of bad stuff happened all over this area. Like it is gnarly haunted. There's a cemetery off Michigan Ave. It's in, I think it's in Inkster, but it's right on the border of Detroit. This thing has headstones from early 1700s, 17.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's super wild. Not early 70s. Yeah, maybe somewhere in the range of that. Or like 1757, like way it was like before our
independence.
Yeah, way before that. It was wild. Super old. And that's a known haunted spot. I have a couple friends who've had some pretty weird activity happen, like their hoods popped and handprints and shit all over their car, like nobody's else is in there while they're in there. That's on one of Michigan's haunted lists. We used to fuck around and try to. I would never drive in there and pull in there. We would always park across the street and just kind of go walk around in there. But we would just go walk around and look at headstones. Dude, they're so fucking old, man. But there's like there's a trailer park kind of next door, and who knows who's wandering around in there, when people are in there. There was also this spot near us called Denton Drive, which was in the same area. It's kind of in the Romulus, Canton area, a little bit west of that cemetery on Michigan Ave, but nonetheless right off Michigan Ave, which is where we are, which is where Wired's is. And the Denton Road was kind of a phenomenon where your car would roll uphill if you put it in neutral and shut it off at the bottom of this hill. It was like one of those like I don't know if it's like maybe like the what like the way the land looks or like the what is it called
The optical illusion.
yeah, an optical illusion or like a perception difference or something like that. But a lot of people claim that it's supernatural forces like pushing them uphill. A lot of deaths and like a little girl died in the 50s, something like that, went off the bridge.
It's weird.
Yeah, a whole bunch of old backstories like that. A lot of old scary horror stories or whatever. Maybe they're just stories to keep people. There was this old reflectors all over this house. So like car would be driving down the road from like a mile away, like whoever's in the house would like know they were coming. It was like super bizarre. Like people like you couldn't go within you couldn't go anywhere within like this person's driveway. They'd be like out there with get you out of there. It was a very bizarre area. A lot of people claimed it was just like super haunted. I grew up in a neighborhood down at the back end of my driveway was this old house. And the neighborhood was like super suburban, like old 1940s, 1950s suburb, maybe 60s, like a 1960s suburb. All the homes are tiki-taki. But there's this one dirt road off the back of the back of the neighborhood. They had an old farmhouse back there and a barn. And like actually my neighbor's house had a barn. So like every so often there was like an old barn and stuff. But the old neighbor's house, they just had horses. They didn't really have a barn. They just had horses. And it was like still a subdivision. They just had horses like in the 70s, no big deal in the subdivision. But this barn, dude, when I was growing up, and they probably still have it, they had like a giant giraffe. Like they had the crazy shit. It was a big
like a stuffed giraffe or what
kind of dude, no, like
a real giraffe
sculpture the size of a real
sculpture.
Giraffe. Yeah, it looked like a concrete giraffe. Like they had all kinds of weird shit. It looked like something you walk into in like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You know what I mean? Like just like this junkyard, this random stuff. But you couldn't go back there. Like there was an entrance. It was a dead end of a road, and their property was here. And if you kept going straight down the dead end, you'd enter the woods. You could like go into the woods without going on their property. But if you tried to go down to the dead end, like these people would like come out and like shoo you the fuck out of there. Like, hey, get out of here. You know what I mean? Like they didn't want anybody around. And they had all these like 18-wheeler trailers and shit back there. And for the longest time, I was like,
maybe they were growing weed.
I said they're probably growing weed.
Exactly what I was going to say is for the longest time, I thought they were growing weed in those 18-wheeler trailers because they had like 3 of them on the property with sound generators and shit going. It was a very, very bizarre. The giraffe dude was the wild thing. Somebody in chat probably grew up in my neighborhood's like, I know where this motherfucker grew up. That's crazy. Because there's no way that there's 2 of those. A house with a giraffe in your neighborhood.
I've never seen a house with a giraffe at all.
Mom's street does.
That's like a little giraffe compared to this. This is like a full-size giraffe. Okay. Her mom's street does have a giraffe.
Yeah, give real back up.
Like front yard style giraffe, lawn
like
ornament giraffe.
Lawn sculpture.
But it's
instead of a lawn gnome.
It's like 3 or 4.
Lawn giraffe.
Okay, it's
they put like a mask on it during COVID, and they like put Christmas lights on it, and they dress it up. It's weird.
It's very cool.
You don't got any scary ghost stories from Florida, Baked? That's all the crazy shit goes down is Florida.
That's where ghosts come from.
No.
So they go to, yeah, you're right, because that's where that's where people become ghosts.
First of all, I'm pretty much nice to ghosts, but they also know that don't mess with me.
Or what?
You're not gonna be able to.
Why not?
Because what are you going to do to me? You can't touch me.
Why?
He's the Ghostbuster.
Yeah, it's a ghost. They can't touch you. They can't interact with real objects.
That's not the case.
Oh, really?
Poltergeist can.
That's a movie.
No, poltergeist.
Wait, isn't a poltergeist when it's only related to like an electronic, like a technological?
No, it's them. They're like the trickster spirits or the poltergeist ones that like to fuck with you.
Well, I'm not gonna notice them fucking with me. Oh, you switched some lights on? Good for you. I'll just think
Some
I did.
people like have actually shown physical scratches, shit like that.
I never experienced any of that.
Who's that dude from Ghost?
Just like Painted Lady, she said they fucking sat on her. So I mean, that's physically touching you.
Yeah, but
dude.
I'm just saying
Are you calling her a
my
liar?
house
Is
is
that what you're trying to fucking say?
Dude,
Nope.
I'm
saying
telling you right now, it's the most
my
crazy
houses aren't
experience
built.
ever. All of a sudden, I woke up from a dead sleep. The room got fucking frighteningly cold, freezing cold. Like I felt like I could see my breath, and then all of a sudden, this fucking thing sat on me. I could just feel it, and it felt like my dog.
You were awake?
Yeah, and then I was paralyzed for about 30 minutes. I couldn't move. Like I had like paralyzing fear or something. I could not move. It's terrible, but that's the only thing that happened. I don't know. It was fucking crazy.
That kind of stuff freaks me out, man.
Have you guys ever seen Jackie Chan Adventures?
No.
Cartoon?
Yeah, you can
Is it a cartoon?
you can do chants and things, and they can't do anything. It's pretty simple.
It's not a real Kit Kat. I'm so let down. I opened up a Kit Kat and it's not even fucking chocolate.
Gross.
Ew. Yeah, it looks green.
It's like green. It's not even chocolate. I'm so disappointed. I get the Reese's then.
Baked. I can't
Yeah.
wait to see you do these what'd you say, the Jackie Chan chants at these paranormal spirits?
Oh yeah, I know one. You hold a dead blowfish and a dead gecko or lizard. That's the one. And he goes, "You mogwai Wi-Fi hee how. You mogwai Wi-Fi hee how." You're good. You're good. You just keep repeating that.
Where do I get a dead lizard?
Probably eBay. It's like a taxidermy thing.
Not doing that.
Well,
That's
then deal with things sitting on you in the middle of the night. Nothing sat on me. I'll tell you that, because they know. Don't mess with that guy. He's
Okay.
a spiritual. He's a spiritual knight.
Oh.
Yeah.
So would you be a spiritual knight in shining armor and protect others then? Because that's what knights really were about.
Well, it depends on how badly did you piss off the ghosts. I also don't go out of my way to piss them off if they're there.
I
I
don't.
don't go. I don't enter a room. Hey, ghost, fuck you. Nothing like that.
It's not like Terrence and Phillip from fucking South Park, man.
Yeah, that was.
No, I don't think that. So you saying Painted Lady is going in there and antagonizing the ghost, and she's getting what she deserves? Is that what
She
you
did
saying?
something at some point and never said sorry. You gotta say sorry.
No, dude. I go up there, and every time I go, I have to go in the attic and I do stuff. I'm like, "Hey, what's up? What's up, guys? How are you today?" And then I shut the door.
That's a start. That's a start.
Biting that conversation.
Dude, the more I'm reading about Ypsilanti, it sounds like it was a really bad
Oh God, he's freaking himself out.
Dude, this whole area was it's where they were like putting tribal bodies. Like, this is terrible, man. Like, they found tons of cemetery.
Hold on.
In
Red, what'd you Google?
EMU's campus.
Like, what was the wordage?
Ypsilanti Township and Indian burial grounds.
Yes, probably gonna get the worst extreme results.
Well, yeah, like a lot of it's like there's an old Native American trail that went across the Huron River that was part of it, and then they found a bunch of cemeteries found on the EMU campus during renovation and excavation. So who knows what was there when they built Eastern Michigan University in the early 1900s. Yeah. And then this whole area that we're south of the Huron River, south of 94, south of where it's all farmland now. But at the time, it looks like it was a pretty active area where they used the Huron River to, I'm sure for a lot of things, for farming and agriculture. It's probably a reason this area is agriculture. Probably has a long history of agriculture. It just sounds like there's also a lot of this area Highland Cemetery, Prospect Park. Like there's all these park that are now parks are old cemeteries, and they just removed the headstones. And I don't know if they did anything with the bodies, but it sounds like these old cemeteries are now just parks.
They would have to.
I don't know. It's pretty bizarre. It's kind of fucked up, man. Yeah, and that's like the old. There was some old. I don't know when I first heard about it. I heard about it, I think, probably just going to Wired's and stuff. But they had some old. There's Native American history of Ypsilanti. I think there was a lot of Native Americans that helped build the city and the township, I'm sure, at one time. But there's a lot of that. But you know what goes on with that? There's a lot of yeah, they you know, they pushed a lot of those people into reservation stuff, like stuff that, you know, so pretty dark history here in this area that I'm just now realizing coming to light doing just a little bit of Google search.
Try this entire state.
It really is, yeah. And for a few hundred years, even
East Coast.
just burning it all down, not burning it all down, but using it all for farming and pulling all the trees, all of the old areas that people, you know, we all, whether it was first world natives to be able to like hunt and gather, grow, we can barely do that now. You know, we've just plucked this state completely dry of all of its resources, including the people. It's crazy. And I mean, try to build it up a little bit better, you know, not to be dogmatic, you know. It's why we're trying to close loops, because it's just so like, what do you do next? You know, you can't just keep going down.
That's what you have to do, is do like a closed loop, because you couldn't hunt. Everybody can't hunt. There's too many people these days. So there would never be enough. You wouldn't be able to drive if there was that many deer to supply everyone hunting. So I think these days you just have to do like what y'all are doing, like get you some chickens, get you vegetables going, all that and close your loop.
Fortunately, not everybody wants to hunt, and not everybody eats meat. So that's kind of helped that side of the teeter-totter, I guess, because we were having this conversation today with a friend about all of the agricultural land that's just like centralized agriculture, that and he made a good point when I was trying to almost, you know, say that, you know, that land should be used for like smaller communities of diversified, you know, agriculture, more chopped up. But then he brought in a good point where, like, you know, there's cities, you know, these large urban areas that are like not going to go anywhere. You know, people aren't going to leave the cities. They're going to stay compacted into like, you know, thousands of people into a skyrise. And so like those people have to be fed, you know, and there's like nowhere to grow the food in the cities. All that infrastructure has to be made. So you got to have people that want to do it. So that's kind of why we're talking about food and stuff so often, is because it's just like, yeah, we're in like an area where we have a little yard, you know, where we can grow our food, but a lot of people are in urban areas and they really can't do that much. So I guess the best thing
the best thing would be microgreens, though, man. You can survive that easy.
Grow tent.
Yeah, what did I send you, Spartan? Broccoli greens.
I'd hope you have a window in your apartment or something just to supplement that cost, because all that large agriculture land, you know, can only do so much in the grocery store, you know, the centralized grocery store that everybody has to eat out of. So, you know, most food nowadays, just to supplement that cost, is like chemicals, you know?
Yep. Well, that's the thing. A lot of the farmers, I was watching a thing, they're soy farmers now, soybeans. And they send them to factories to make all this processed stuff.
Yeah.
Instead of just growing actual food that we can eat, you know,
make
skip
a lot
the
of
steps.
Soy. Yeah.
But, yep. But the problem is, too, the government gives subsidies for soy. So that also, so it's a whole mess.
It's a whole mess. The subsidy thing is another part of the mess.
I just want an apple tree.
That
I
gets
want, Honeycrisp apple tree.
that gets arguments started. You start talking about the subsidy thing. I've seen it happen.
What about apples? Apples don't cause arguments because they both start with A, which means they cancel each other out. That's a double negative.
Some people could be double negative.
Yep.
The
I've
apple
got
thing,
negative people.
dude. What we were
I gotta get some weed.
we were talking about the orange thing
Yeah, you do.
the other night. You guys weren't at the party the other night.
Becca,
Amanda,
what you got over
Amanda
there?
and I were talking about oranges, Florida oranges, and
Florida oranges?
well, no, not necessarily Florida orange. Yeah, well, and actually, Big should be here for this because it has to do with Florida. He might know what we were
I
talking.
can hear you.
You can hear it, just not in the.
So a few years back, a lot of farmers or home growers and stuff, a lot of stuff they all had a lot of stuff happened where they had to, I think it was disease that was going around or a fungus, and it was killing citrus plants, and a lot of people had to get rid of citrus plants and do something. It was a claimed disease. Come to find out, it didn't work. Killing off the citrus didn't work to get rid of it or something like that. But it ended up creating a monopoly for like one type of orange to exist. Obviously, like some GMO orange that's resistant to this blight or whatever's going on. And it was like one way that they basically made it so that this orange existed and all the other oranges became like illegal essentially to own,
because they just figured it's going to reintroduce that disease.
Something like that. And so what this points is a couple different things. Like one is like this, the orange that's allowed is allowed to be there through, in my opinion, corporate lobbyists that figured out what was going on in this sense. I don't think that it was anything to do with the FDA that pulled the plugs on this. I think that this was this is my conspiracy on it. But anyways, we can probably find out the real information on that with enough digging. The other part to that is all of the oranges that are now, it basically opened up the orange market for imports, to get most of our oranges imported so that we actually don't grow all of our imports. California would be our number one probably supplier of fresh oranges, and then otherwise after that it's like South Africa. Yeah, like not even Mexico.
I remember that disease thing you were talking about.
And so so something went down in Florida where they had a lot of people just get rid of citrus in general. Citrus is not just a plant that's citrus is very abundant, in a lot of different things. When you think of like all of the terpenes that it can hold for one, and all of the solvent that you can make from it, like it's kind of an abundant resource. It's a good resource. And so if you think of somebody to kind of hold the ownership of it, it sounds like a powerful entity. We think about cannabis as being the only plant that's like legislated, and it seems like every plant out there has some sort of greed empowering it to the point to where there's some sort of legislation on it to where we're dwindled down to only a few species of these plants, where every species of plant should have hundreds of phenotype varieties. Instead we have like 4 or 6. We have like 1 banana, like 4 apples. So we get back to that apple conversation. There's like a handful of apples.
We got a shit ton of apples, man. There's lots of varieties of apples.
Not in the grocery store.
Hey, guys.
Man, I go to Meyer and get like 10 of them.
Yeah, but there's a guy that said he had to save 1,200 strains of apples.
You can get heirlooms, and you can get varieties, but they're not in abundance at your local grocery store. They're not at Walmart.
Yeah.
They're not available for the masses.
But I'm okay as long as they have Honeycrisp.
My neighbor's got these fantastic apples, dude. They just
Pink ladies, they're so good.
Very similar to Honeycrisp.
What, a
created.
pink lady?
Yeah.
It's just sweeter. That's what makes it a lady, because she's sweeter.
Oh, I thought it was because it was pink.
We got a Honeycrisp tree
No,
this
that's what
year.
made her a pink lady, because she's pink.
You got
You got
Honeycrisp?
Yeah,
Nice.
in the ground. We'll see how she does. Or
Wait, so like you bought it and it was already grafted? Because I was told you have to graft Honeycrisp.
All the apples are grafted onto crab apple tree rootstock usually. So when you buy it, that's already
Okay.
done. You're usually when you go buy a tree, it's usually 2-3 years old. It's not like
Yeah,
a brand new.
gotcha.
interesting. Yeah, I have literally no idea. Said
That's
Honeycrisp.
that's what I've
Sweet.
been told. It's not like I've researched that to make sure it's 100% factual. So I guess I should say that, but that's what I've always been told and heard again and again and again. So good enough for
Yeah.
me.
What's that? Yeah, our apple varieties. They're all selected varieties that are like the same thing.
No, they're all. What I was
We're
saying is
talking about how
all
they're grafted.
they're all grafted onto the rootstock of crabapple trees because crabapple trees have better rootstock.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like if you take an apple from that tree, you select a seed from it and you put that in the ground, it's not going to be the same tree that you got that apple from.
No, that's what I'm saying. There's no phenotypic variety in apples. It's all the same shit. It's all the
So
same.
where do they get the original cuts from to graft on?
The same Honeycrisp apple at Walmart is the same Honeycrisp apple at a different grocery store because of that. Because it can't be called anything else because it's a clone. Essentially, it's a clone off of mother stock.
So it's
Yeah, but we all know
there's
that
a
we can all
giant
grow.
Honeycrisp tree.
We all know that we could all grow a clone and have different expression.
Have a clone and what?
Have the fruit be a different expression, taste different from.
From
grew all
from
the
where
same
it is.
thing.
What do they call that? The terroir.
I'm sure they do in
Yeah.
a sense. I'm sure it does in a sense. Tastes a little different, but we probably all get the same fruit from the same farm. All the box stores.
You guys drive out to Jackson and get yours from the orchard by me.
Yeah, but I guarantee.
Do they have Honeycrisp?
Dude, if they're grown in the soil in Jackson, they're not. Your Honeycrisp apples are not going to taste the same in my Kroger.
Right.
Grown in
Maybe
Jackson.
not.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think the Honeycrisp from Jackson would be better. That's why I drive out
But
there.
it's the same. It's the same root. It's the same clone though. It's the same Honeycrisp.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand that. Just like I can grow a clone and bake.
But that's why I want my
That's
own,
why you have
so
to
I
go to
can
an
use my
heirloom
own
farmer who
compost and
has
stuff.
something different than that. And what I'm saying is commercially those don't exist. Those don't exist at the grocery stores. Those don't exist available to the general public. Those plants with the availability to hit high bricks contents just don't even exist to the general public. And if chances are they have, systemic pesticides wrapped up inside of their plant tissue anyway, it's going to last for fucking the next 7 to 8, 12 generations. You know what I mean? So those are the plants that we have available to us, not the dozens of varieties of bananas that don't have genetically modified systemic pesticides inside their plant tissue.
You don't think you could get those varieties?
Bananas.
I don't.
I think with the internet you could get it.
Yeah, I think you can track down about anything.
I don't even know if they exist, man. That's the thing.
See, Eric in chat said he tried Cali and Michigan Honeycrisp. The Michigan ones were better. So
Honeycrisp, and I mean, like, what my point is, like, we're still talking about Honeycrisp. What about all the varieties that just no longer exist anymore? What about all?
Well,
those?
I never got to try them, so I wouldn't be able to tell you my favorite.
What I mean, those are the ones I'm talking about.
But yeah, but I think you can get those because that one guy they talk about saved them all.
We get the big red or whatever.
Johnny Appleseed,
Granny Smith.
You talking about Johnny Appleseed baked? He's the one that tied them all.
No, there's this old guy that literally he knew about plants and he saved all the other apples. He has 1,200 apple varieties in his farm. Like that. I mean, there's only 10 in the store, so that shows you he's got all these crazy ones.
Tiger has got over 100 varieties of apples here in Connecticut.
Yeah. See, he's got
That's
100 varieties.
crazy.
They're
100
probably they're probably the ones Red's talking about, the ones you never see in the store. So
You
they're
don't
probably
see them. You're not gonna see them. They
delicious.
have great flavors, and they have sugars, and they have mineral contents that would actually keep a doctor away. Apple a day will keep a doctor away. Not the apples you eat today. The apples you eat maybe like 100 years ago, where there's a good variety of them.
Your hat's not on.
Put the hat on. Blow fire. Need blow fire.
Need blow fire.
Need blow
Here it
fire.
is. Here it is.
I don't think I've ever seen a more like interpretation of I'd lose my hat if it weren't for you. You're doing good for him.
We're tired. We're very tired.
Yeah.
So back to what can you tell me about Pathfinders? What did you find out?
Well, I mean, I just read the story and it tells you things bit by bit. So like what you need to know as you're reading the story.
Does it
So
tell you
I think we
what the
need like the
differences
main
are?
book.
Oh,
Huh?
you still need the main, like a main.
I feel like this is like a dumbed down version of
Okay.
the guide.
It
And
just
like
tells you what you
not
need to know to
everything's
get to
in
the
there.
first adventure pretty much.
But
Then.
I didn't start read. I started reading the heroes book, and that might tell me everything I need to know that I was thinking about. I don't
Okay.
know. So, but yeah, it's got a map and everything. That map that it came with is
Yeah.
dry erase.
Oh, dope.
So, yep. But yeah, that one's gonna be pretty fun. You can make your own character or not.
Yeah, I saw they had a couple of sheets and they already filled out, or then they had some blank ones. You could just do
I think
whatever.
you should just pick the pre-made ones, and then
You can even randomize it
we'll
and
play
roll.
that goblin one. We'll start the goblin one I told you after.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And then Rick and Morty after that.
But then that'd be switching back to D&D.
Oh, yeah,
So
you're
we'd
right.
have to learn a whole new. We pick one or the other. We
Yeah,
don't want
okay.
to bounce back and forth and have to confuse the rules.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
They're pretty close together. I'm sure later on.
Yeah.
So. Hate to skip out on a Rick and Morty, I guess. You know.
Yeah, we could do it. It would just take a little bit more time. I wish like if we had somebody that knew D&D, that'd be great already. But that's the problem is we gotta learn that one too from
It's not
scratch
that
kind of.
bad. I'll dust off my old fucking.
If you want, I can DM Pathfinder, you can DM D&D or vice versa. Doesn't matter. We could do that and split up the work
Yeah.
of reading everything.
I imagine it's pretty much the same shit, man.
Yeah, it seems
It
like
comes
it's.
down to a DM just makes a call, right? When there's not
To
a.
be honest, the Rick and Morty one seems a little bit more fun. I mean, it's definitely more pages, but I think it's got a little bit more to it. This one kind of blasts you through so that you try everything.
Yeah.
You know, try this action, everything.
We could use that fucking map on. We could just like take pieces out of that and use it for D&D if that's what we like better, or vice versa. You know?
That's what I like about this is we already have a visual. We got the map and those little pieces it's got. So it's like
Yeah.
that's gonna be a big one for everyone to understand, like where you're sitting, where you're shooting from, blah blah.
Yeah, to get that
But,
3D in their head.
yep.
Lucas makes a comment that if we're talking D&D, Bake must be close to done with his build.
I guess that kind of correlates, but really we're close to winter. Winter is when we decide we're gonna D&D
Yeah.
it. But yeah, I mean, we get these 2 rooms up and running. That's pretty much 50% of it. So that is a big chunk. So we can start playing some games.
Can't wait.
That was the thing about this though. I don't like. I'll tell you, is it's only got 4 classes. Even if you make your own, it only tells you about 4. But Pathfinder's known because it's got even more classes than D&D, and D&D has a lot.
So
Like,
yeah,
it's not just
so what you're. So
subclasses.
that's definitely a dumbed down version, or just what you need.
That's
to
what
get
I'm saying. Yeah.
We'll just have to find the regular book, and
Because
then
the podcast I listen to, they're talking about there's a class called Slayer.
just
How cool is
there.
that? Yes, just I'm a Slayer, Yeah, and then there was another one. Oh, Gunslinger.
Gunslinger.
Gunslinger,
Cool.
yeah. But
That's
yeah.
cool. And just, I mean, I know even in D&D, there's a thing in the back on the Dungeon Master guide that just shows you how you can make your custom anything. You can change the rules and just do whatever the fuck you want. And so, like, basically, you could make a Pathfinder game. So, I mean,
Yeah. And yeah, that's the thing. That's what I like is it's how hard do you want to be a rule stickler, and if we don't all know the rules, anyways, we
it
can
doesn't
roll through
matter.
it. Just like, oh, that sounds good to us.
Yep,
Sounds fair. You
exactly.
know.
Or you can just leave it up to the roll of the die. You know, that's the easiest way. Be like, all right, roll the die. If it's, you know,
Yep. We'll have to get Red and Becca over. You guys
yeah.
want to play some? We can't hear you. You're muted still.
Hold on.
Are dragons involved?
I know she's already got dice.
You
Well,
guys-
yeah, there's a dragon. That's the final boss.
Dragon.
Yep.
There you go.
You ready? I actually don't know how to play at all.
We don't either. We got. I just always wanted
Anyway.
to and never did.
It's my little case,
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
nice.
and it's like,
Look at that.
Oh, yep.
He's got the dice.
I don't
Yep.
yeah.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
There you go. She's already prepared. Looks like she
Yeah.
had 2 different sets in there.
Yeah.
Yep. 'Cause there's black
Oh
ones.
yeah, they were gifts.
Well, 3 different sets. See?
Mhm.
Got enough for both you guys to play.
Purple.
That was cool.
I got tiny ones.
Yep. I got a
Yep.
tiny mold set I love.
He's got metal ones too. Those ones are
It's
cool.
like
They're really heavy.
Yeah, I didn't make those though. Those are neat though.
A pink one.
Yep.
I kind of did like a mixed. I just like picked random dice to make a complete set, and then I got a couple sets gifted over
Yeah.
over the years. And my cousin that I'm close with is really into it, and he just like never got around to teaching me, and I just never. But I've got the dice.
Yeah. That's sweet.
Like,
Awesome.
Yep.
There you go. We
You
got
can try, you
Johnny
could
from down the road,
actually
your neighbor.
I think there's a lizard race, a lizard people. So
Bro,
you could
that's
be
it.
that, Red.
Johnny. That's our hookup, dude. You said somebody who knows how to play D&D, Johnny, right down the street from you.
Does he know how to
Didn't
play
he
the
say he
updated?
played? Well,
No,
if he
I
played the
don't.
old ones, then all he's got to do
Yeah.
is peruse the updates, and I mean, shit.
Yeah, who knows? We'll see. I gotta get him
Yeah.
some. I want to clean this pipe and get it to him.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I know this is a late sesh, but damn.
Clean
dude.
this pipe.
Oh, I thought you said his pipe.
No. You got weird daydreams.
you know what
Look
game
out for
is?
you, man.
You know what game is really fun? And I haven't played it
Monopoly?
in a super long time. But Settlers of Catan.
I don't know if I ever played that, but
I've
I've heard
watched-
that it is
I
good.
watched somebody play it, and I did think it looked like a fun game to play.
It's actually pretty fun. You just have to have like
Is it the same as Catan?
4 people. Settlers. Yeah.
Is it like a different game than Catan?
Did
or
you
is it
play
Cat-
with me before?
No.
What's Catan?
It's I don't know if it's the same thing or not. But
It's like
it's
a-
a board game.
It's
I don't know.
what are they called when you have to think about it? Strategy.
It's like a
It's
role
a strategy board game for sure.
playing. It's like a role playing board game.
You like build areas, but it's all about what you roll. It's like
Catan, trade, build, settle.
yeah. It's
Settlers
I
of
think that's
Catan.
the same game y'all are talking about then.
it's the only game called that for sure.
Yeah.
Settlers of Catan.
It's pretty
Hold
fun.
on, let me look up Settlers of Catan. This
like
might
in
be a Berenstein Bear.
It's
No,
in a
see,
red box.
same thing. It's the same thing. So yeah.
Is it in a red box?
Yep.
Yeah.
With a sunrise or fall on it.
It's pretty fun.
Yep.
If you're looking for like something to do with people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just looked down at Meyer. They like have a whole aisle of just board games. I'm like, man.
You gotta
somebody-
watch. Yeah, they'll go on sale all the time.
They're kind of expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
so-
something you'd buy once, right? I mean, it's not like
It's true.
I got the Munchkins or something. It's like a dungeon crawling card game.
Oh, I haven't heard of that one.
Oh, I'll show you when you're over. It's
Have you ever heard of Slice and Dice out by me? Did I ever tell you about that pizza place?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think I saw it. It's next to Polly's.
Yeah. Have you ever
Yep.
gone in there?
No.
See, their stick is you go in there and they've got games that you can buy in there, board games like what we're talking about and stuff like that. And they have like a community section where you can actually take them out and play it while you're eating your pizza, or there's a bunch where you can just buy, brand new. And a lot of these games that you guys are bringing up are in there. I think it's pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
So you could go there and kind of try one out before you wanted to buy it.
Yeah, that's sweet.
You know who's got fun games you can play at your table?
What's that?
Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, they do.
Those are like that peg game.
They have a game.
Peg
I've
game.
picked up so many of
you can
those.
do
I used to
shopping while you're
fucking work
waiting
at
for the
Cracker
table.
Barrel. Oh, that place is so busy. It's crazy.
Play your Juice Heart at the table.
Shoes are.
He said,
And
I
the
can see
rocking chair
red.
on the front
I was
porch.
gonna say Red's out front in the rocking chair.
Right around 10, 11, no, right around
Those-
11, 12 o'clock, the church people, everybody getting out of church, all dressed up, coming in, and Red's out
That
there.
place is so smart. They make you walk through the store before you go in,
Oh, I know.
and it's got candy and gifts and all
Is
this
it smart
stuff.
though? I bet the theft rate is pretty fucking high. That's why
Got
everything.
to
Is,
be.
that's why everything in there
Probably.
is 4 times more expensive than it needs to be.
They're
Could
like
be.
expecting that though. They probably like are just expecting that to happen. So you just take a thing or two. It's not gonna hurt. They're already factoring that in.
Oh, 100%.
As long as not everybody's doing it, it's fine.
Yeah, right. There's probably so many. The number one place cops get called to is in the city is if they have a Cracker Barrel for theft.
Little
petty theft.
little kids
Yeah.
stuff in their parents' pockets.
Yeah. Yeah. Come take these.
Get on the ground,
Keep an eye.
Yeah, you fucking criminal.
you piece of shit! I saw you take that candy. The mom and dad, we'll pay for it. We'll pay for it. It's too late. He's gone down the life of a criminal. There's no turning back.
Especially in Florida, man.
I got that talk one time. I was with my cousin I was talking about earlier. We were very young, like 7, maybe 8. And we were
Stealing?
at the mall with our parents, with my mom and his mom. And they were shopping. And we were like on the ground taking those like sensors that clip on clothes. And we were just like taking them and putting them in this bag and like seeing how many we could collect. And it was like a game. And we took them with us. We were like, whatever. And then they found the bag and it was like, now we have to go back here because you guys are thieves and you're stealing the sensors.
The sensors didn't go off?
Wait a minute.
No.
They're not die packs.
No.
No, there's usually just sensors
They're
that
just
go
those little
for
like
the
things.
metal
Like,
detector.
we're on like shoes and stuff, and it's so
It's not
dramatic.
money.
So
Yeah.
Just a
I
couple.
realize that they're sensors.
They have Red. They have die packs inside them if you were to try to tamper with them and break them.
Okay, so some of them are die packs because I was told as a kid that they were die packs. So I'm curious now if those are that's just like
Well,
some,
when I worked at like retail and stuff, it would be like
I don't know.
it would really it goes off when you leave through those metal detector things. So wah, wah, wah. But if you were to like try to avoid that by like going to the store with like pliers and trying to break it and remove it, it has a die pack for that.
Oh yeah,
So
you
then
get
you'll
caught
just
red-handed, so you're
yeah,
not rid of
exactly,
shit.
yeah.
It did. The sensor did go off, but we were like, "What? I wonder what that's for." Like, we didn't take anything.
We're little kids.
And
They wanted. I don't understand. It's this big bag of sensors sitting
we
there.
were just like playing with them. We were just like, we like to do make pretend.
How'd
and
you get
play
them off
games.
without the dies coming out?
They were just like off. They were just like
Oh, somebody was supposed to be putting them out.
they were like scattered around this like department store. Like it was like a Macy's or whatever was before that.
It was like an Easter egg hunt.
And it was fun.
Hudson's or Macy's.
Yeah,
Hudson's.
There was one more, I think.
Hudson's.
Anyway, That's where my life of crime started.
Yeah.
That's where the
Nah.
downward spiral started.
Now you're a dabbing dragon.
Dad and Dragon. I like it.
Did you see me put my glasses on up here so I don't have to look at you guys?
So you don't have to look at us.
She looked angry. She looks like a dragon
Yeah,
looking down.
your
over top
dragon
of
looks
her.
angry.
She's mad, dude. She's mad. It's a warm night.
It
I like it.
was a warm night, even for trick or treating. I
It's warm.
brought a jacket, and I really regretted that.
High 50s. It's gonna be almost 70 again tomorrow for us.
Oh, nice.
Tomorrow, and then it's gonna be even warmer. I think Thursday and Friday are both gonna be almost 72.
We're going to see Billy Strings, guys, Thursday and Friday night.
He's in Cal.
Oh shit! Back to back.
Day.
Nice.
You in Kalamazoo?
Kalamazoo on Thursday, and then Saginaw on Friday.
We should do a smoke sesh.
Kazoo, man.
Dude, Kazoo's going also. He's out there.
In
Yeah, I
Kazoo.
think there's still tickets, and they're like $35. They're not that bad. And it's a fucking killer show.
Who we get? We got nosebleeds. Did we go all the
Yeah.
way back?
Yeah.
Did we get
man.
all the way back? All the way back. I said top. Let's get the back wall. Like that.
Frugal.
Nobody's behind you, fucking blowing
They
smoke.
weren't.
on you.
No, we didn't. They weren't expensive at all. They were pretty
Yeah.
reasonable.
What were the
Yeah,
ones?
that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like maybe $40.
It was a good show.
It's
Yeah, big show for sure.
Really good show. I'm excited to see him. Just gonna be a cool little run. We're hoping he doesn't sing any of the same shit both nights. I mean,
I doubt he will.
probably
They're
won't.
different. Yeah. I don't know. Being that far apart, I think he might.
Probably gonna be the same. It's probably gonna be.
He's a
different-
Michigan
different
guy.
sets.
He gets it.
Yeah.
He
There's
gets.
gonna be- There's gonna be a lot of people going to both shows. I feel like he's not gonna play a repeat. He's doing a lot of stuff like that. He'll do some repeats. I'd have to look at the sets from the last 3 nights, but he might not have done any repeats in the last 3 nights. He did a whole Away from the Shire thing this whole weekend. Lord of the Rings inspired, Halloween
That's
esque.
cool. I like to hear that. I'll look at that. Is that on YouTube?
They had a bud. Yeah. Well, okay. So it's on nugs.net, but on YouTube you can catch like a half-hour preview of like the beginning of each of the shows. So you can find some of it on YouTube, but the entire show you'd probably have to find like uploads.
His Instagram's got a bunch of stuff from it right now, but it's pretty cool. They like dressed up like hobbits and elves and like Gollum and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they're jamming, man. They're definitely on the up and up. They're starting to do stadium shows now. I feel like they're going to start. Well, we were surprised that this. I think the Saginaw show's not sold out yet, so we'll see. Maybe he's not there for stadiums just yet, but
It's like a small arena. It's not a
it's an
stadium.
arena. So he's doing arenas. Arenas bigger than theaters. He was doing theaters last year, so now I guess an arena is the next step up. So yeah, he'll be doing Pine Knob soon. You know, that'll be what'll be happening. We're doing a summer tour at Pine Knob. That'll be
He
cool.
is already.
Or at Pine Knob?
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing
He
Pine Knob
didn't
this summer?
announce it. He just announced that he's doing it Clarkston.
Oh, he is doing a Clarkston. You're right. He is going to be.
In
We just
June.
assumed Pine Knob. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can probably assume Pine Knob in June. That's right. I totally forgot about that because of the Boulder thing. That's fucking cool. Yeah, that's going to be a jam show. Oh, dude, they're probably going to set up a shakedown stream for that show. That'd be fucking cool. Oh, man. Yeah, the whole damn dead family shows up to those shows. It's fucking sweet.
Good show up early then.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. We were in line for a while, getting in to the last one, and I have a feeling it's gonna be the same. Fortunately, the weather's gonna be a little warm, so it's not gonna be a freezing ass like bitter cold.
Man, I thought it was dope how we had the intermission. We could just sneak outside, fucking smoke a joint, and then come back in and watch the second half of the show. That was
Yeah.
so fucking cool.
We were smoking in there.
Were you? It was kind of cool the experience to be able to share outside with everybody. That was kind of cool.
I was like the only red ember. I'm looking around. There's a bunch of green and blue lights. You know, look like, what the fuck? Are we in the future? You're fucking looking around, the little green and blue fucking lights, and I'm the only one with a bright orange. You know, and a cloud of fucking real smoke comes out. I got all these little fucking vape clouds. This whole arena's full of vape.
The vapors.
It was like
That's what Bake's about now. He's a vapor, man. He's got them everywhere.
I
Delivered
got them
around
because they're
like,
convenient.
like an addict. There's these little fucking vape cartridges everywhere.
Yeah, they keep the buzz going. So I smoke a joint.
Yeah.
I hop in the car. I got the vape. You know, get to where I'm going.
It's super convenient if you're like doing something and you don't really want to smoke or smell or anything.
I'll only get like top of the line ones. Like
Top of the line.
yeah, if they taste fake like terps or anything, get out of here. I'm not. So like I don't buy them off unless I know this brand, you know, the True North or whatever, the 5X, no, 5-star extract or something. Those are tasty. Tastes like unaltered BHO or whatever you want to call it, you know, blasted. And then like some of the rosin ones like Yetis or the Spin Melts, those are pretty good. But other than that, I won't usually mess with the cart because most of them are just distillate, CR seed, or I hate when they add fake terps in. That's real gross.
Botanical terpenes.
Yeah, that's like what the hell.
Yeah.
But
I hate that they don't get me high, so I don't smoke.
you just gotta keep hitting them.
Yeah, no thanks.
The math is there.
Yeah, there's some good live resin.
1,000 milligrams in the thing. If you smoke it all, that's 1,000 milligrams in you.
Yeah, all I know is it makes my fucking throat sore before I get high, and I'd rather just smoke weed that doesn't make my throat sore when I get high.
Yeah, but like for instance, vapes, you're not gonna stink as much. But if I smoke
agree.
out my car on the
agree
way
with that.
somewhere with a joint, I'm probably gonna reek. Maybe I don't want to sometimes.
What? That's
Some
weird.
people
Why
don't get
would you
so
not want
close
to?
to me. Just don't get so close to
Well,
me.
like
Smell
I
me.
go to the sheriff's office. I don't want to go
Yeah.
to the sheriff's
Why?
office reeking. Oh,
Why
so
not?
they follow your car and then they go, he's fucking driving under the influence.
Don't get so
I'd
close
say,
to me.
no, I'd say, look, you know what? My fucking roommate is a medical cannabis fucking card holder, and they're proud of it.
Well, you already broke the rule. You're not supposed to discuss your day.
You can smell me.
Yeah.
You are way too close to me. You are
You gotta say I
Smell
don't.
you, he said he had to go inside the fucking station.
Yeah. Luckily, I found out you just put this slip in a box, so you're good to go.
Oh, that's cool.
They
Yeah, you
invite
really don't have to talk to
you?
anybody.
Did they invite you in there though? Did you have to go in for a reason?
He was probably trick or treating.
No.
No.
You
You were
were
just
went in there to say trick or treat. See if you get a good candy.
Like, hey, come on to the station.
come on. In.
Come on in. We got candy. And it doesn't have razor blades in it.
There's no drugs in it either.
Yeah.
Real candy.
This is just
soon as you come in,
pure
You smell like
sugar.
weed, they're gonna get that facial recognition on you, and they're going
Yeah.
to document.
No, I made
Yeah,
sure I
we can't
didn't.
find
And then
it.
when I got back in my car, I nailed my vape. I was like, sweet.
Right in the parking lot.
Yep. Well, I was a little ways away. I had to
Stick
park
it to the
down.
man, dude.
Look.
Not you.
Yeah,
Blow
fuck
a
the
bottle of
man.
soda.
You gotta pull in the parking lot, rip your vape 3 times, and then drive out. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck the
You
man.
gotta drive up next to a cop just getting back, or something, and fucking roll down the passenger window and blow a cloud out the window and hit him.
Like,
fuck you.
excuse me.
Don't do that. They'll
It's
say
a good
that's
way of getting pulled over, guys.
Go.
You gotta get
Skirt.
all that assault.
Yep.
CBD, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I'd be like, I'm healing. It's a heal
It's
spell.
Michigan.
No, let's say something like it's your breath or something. Is
It's cold.
Like a
It's
spit or
hot.
something. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Try to give him COVID.
I have hot air.
Is there a skunk?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Just get a skunk and just
Yeah.
always walk
There
it
you go.
around.
That's your next pet.
They're
There,
so
Faith.
cute, and you can take their stickers out.
Yeah.
I think it's only legal to own a skunk if you do have their scent glands removed.
Yeah.
Take
Well, I
this.
wonder how ethical that is. Like, you know, like taking a cat's claws. You really shouldn't. But
But
people
is
do
it like
it.
a natural defense thing that they don't need because they're living inside a safe home?
Well,
But is
yeah, I
that
guess so. I guess so. Maybe.
clawing a cat and it's
But you better
torture?
defend that animal with your life then, because now it's
What about taking a dog's cojones and the poor dog licks where there used to be cojones for his entire life because he's searching for his cojones.
Oh my god.
First, poor Gioji.
Yeah, dude, he's like looking at me like
That's called ghost phantom or
man,
something
that's where your
syndrome.
stuff used to be.
He's at
Phantom
phantom ball.
ball
Like, you're
syndrome.
not quite licking
Oh,
your
man.
butt. But you're not quite licking your other thing, but you're like looking in between. I'm like,
Phantom
man,
ball itch.
poor dog.
They
Man. Why you're licking now? Because
they botched Frosties, so like he has.
Yeah, wait a
he
minute. He's looking for Frosty Beat to say it. Like he didn't want him to be there, and he's like,
no, he's
okay,
asleep.
okay,
And
I can tell the story.
yeah, he wouldn't like me to tell this because he's got a flap. It's just so like the ball shag didn't shrink up enough, so it kind of just empty, and so there's a tiny little So like
Like he's got like an empty sack, is what you're saying? That kind of flaps around.
sometimes they don't get it right.
that's what he's got like empty.
That's an interesting thing to share. Thank you.
It's not no like imagine if it shrunk like 75% and then flapped out.
Yeah, that's
Instead-
a little flap.
No, I'm not going to imagine that. I don't want to.
That's what you
Can't make me.
But now you are.
No.
Ugh.
I didn't take him to get the procedure done. It could have been done at a home veterinary clinic for all I know.
Mm. Could you imagine a do-it-yourself kit?
I would hope they're not.
Yeah, honey, I got this off Amazon.
I don't know how he knows.
Do it yourself.
There's gonna be it's just a rubber band in there.
Oh
Just a
God.
rubber
Yeah.
He just heard the true story of what happened to his
Yeah.
Oh.
looking for.
See, you didn't look to see if he was listening. Like
I
they
told
did.
you, yeah, you gotta check.
You didn't realize. He's like, you motherfuckers.
He's like, I miss him.
Hey man, I wasn't even around when that happened, so don't get mad at me.
He's like,
You
you
will
dick.
find them. I'm sorry.
You just told the whole world you dick. He's like yelling at you.
Yeah.
He's mad.
Now he's all embarrassed.
Poor dog. I mean, it's natural.
He's like yelling at him.
Oh, we forgot to tell them to switch to live chat. Switch to live chat, everybody.
What, did you see Uncle Rick talking in there? That reminds you? No, I didn't.
Oh yeah. I haven't seen him.
He was in here earlier, I think.
Yeah.
Remember, he was asking about this iPhone.
Yeah.
There you go. We got the.
I think once he got that figured out, he left. He used us like Google and left.
Oh no!
Like,
Terrible, man.
yeah, we're just some sort
And you
of
know what's even worse?
database.
He's like on the West Coast, so he's like 3 hours behind us, so he can't even use the time as a reason.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Although he should be in bed at his age.
Yeah, it's 9:30 over there.
Yeah.
What age is he? I don't even know.
Fucking top chat.
Oh.
There he is.
He didn't leave us. He's still.
Well, we'll probably find out how old he is then.
He's an impressive age, I'm sure. He's got an impressive age on him. I remember he said his age one time on the show. I don't remember what it was, but I remember being impressed. Be like, wow, you look good for your age, man. So I
Yeah.
think he's probably at least 70.
Too fucking old.
Too fucking old, he says.
Look at Red.
Red has disappeared again. He's off on another adventure.
He's right there. He's petting
Oh,
the
there he is.
dog. He was flapping his wings for the dog. It was funny. 75.
He needs to be soothed.
See, 75. Don't he look good for 75?
Yeah, I probably would guess 65.
There you go. 10 years younger. Doing good
Yeah,
there.
so that's pretty good. That's being a very that's an honest answer.
It's an honest answer.
Yeah, most people are gonna try to flatter you, Rick, but I'm gonna give it to you straight. All right.
You hear that, Rick? He's going to give it to you straight, man.
Yep.
Danny Red's gonna be 75 in a month.
Yeah, that's
Oh, look at
nuts.
that.
Cause yeah, he doesn't look it either.
See that, Uncle Rick? You could be Red's
You could
dad.
be Red's dad.
Guys are the same
I,
age.
my dad a couple times, man. My dad's twice my age.
Well, sometimes that happens.
Yeah. Yeah, he was 37 when I was born.
Yep.
Literally twice my age. That's only going to happen once in my lifetime. I'm officially the same age that he was when I was born.
Crazy.
Crazy. Hey, man.
Stop.
Were you born on Halloween?
No, I wasn't born until
Happy birthday.
the split between the
Well, it would have been yesterday, Becca. We can't do that.
equinox.
Oh, damn.
Please reverse. Take that back.
Unwish you.
Yeah.
Unwish you a happy birthday.
We're into a new month now, guys. We're not even, we just passed months, too, not just days.
It's Puff the Magic Dragon.
Whose birthday is it?
Puff?
No one's.
I'm sure it's somebody's
Well, yeah, it's somebody.
It's not Dioge's birthday.
birthday.
Whose birthday is in April?
But he'll still cry if he wants.
I don't know.
He's going to be 14 this year. 13 this year. 13, 14 this
That's a
year.
good, that's that Skilbo song
Yeah,
reference.
he'll be
That was
14.
impressive.
All right. Oh my gosh.
It's an old ass song.
Go to bed. Go.
Gotta go put him to
Oh,
bed.
look at the rest of his costume. I love it.
That's
He's
what I'm saying.
flying
You
down
can
the
flap
back,
to him.
he's got the wings.
I don't have it.
He's trying to scare him away or something.
So he's a flying dragon, but Becca doesn't have wings. She's not a
I don't
flying
have
dragon.
wings. No, I'm
Dang.
a flyer. Or I
Is
just
that-
snap and I'm there.
There you go. Or you could be one of those like the Japanese dragons. They're like snake-like, but I don't think they have wings much.
This Chinese.
They have like little arms,
The
don't they?
Chinese?
Yeah.
Little arms.
Yeah, they did have very little arms.
Mm,
Nick,
that puts you at a disadvantage.
Yeah, but hold on. There's one of the most powerful one is Shinren from Dragon Ball Z. That's a really
All fake, made up things, man.
yeah, I'm just saying.
yeah, we're talking about dragons, not fake shit.
I like How to Train Your Dragon, the black.
That's
dragon.
fake as fuck. We were talking about ghosts earlier. What are you talking about?
Dragons and ghosts are way more real than Dragon Ball Z.
It's literally the dragon.
But you have the whole ball and the Z on there.
But that's the name. There's a dragon in it.
But they're way more like.
But there's also a piccolo in it.
Where's a real dragon?
And there's
They've
There's a
had it
the
in the-
closest thing is a Komodo dragon. They're tiny.
they like shoot.
They're not fucking
They are
tiny.
not tiny.
They're not
Compared to a
fucking
real dragon that you see in fantasy stories.
beams of energy
Fantasy.
fire out of their hands. That's not real. I can't shoot
My
beams of
point.
energy fire. I mean, not that you can see.
Neither can any dragon on this planet.
Well, they can on Dragon Ball Z.
Those are people.
Those are people.
So there's not dragons.
There's a dragon. If you collect
Well,
all
are
the
there-
balls, you get a wish, and then the
There's
dragon gives you a wish.
Are the
can
Saiyans
wish
really
for
people
anything.
though?
So it's more realistic.
Saiyans are Saiyans. They're
People
from a
shoot
different
the
planet.
energy balls
Yeah.
of fire. That's way
Like
less.
that.
Those are energy beams, and they use their spirit power because they get it from the earth.
Not
Hence
from
the
any other
spirit bomb.
planet. Just
All right, all right. Well, I'll buy that. I'll buy that. I'll
Yep.
believe that. But the dragons should really have some firepower, man.
You barely ever see the dragon. He comes out when you get the balls. He comes out and he says, "Hello, what's your wish? I don't like you." And then you
I don't
wish.
like you.
Yeah, he's usually a dick. And then he wish, and then he goes, "Oh, your wish is my command," and then he leaves.
Well, that sounds like a shit dragon. That's a bullshit dragon.
Well, you can wish for anything. You can wish people back from the dead.
Dude, you know, it was a fun like landscape / surreal place to be.
The moon.
I
No,
was thinking the moon as
the
well.
land that like what is the place
Nice.
Sonic is? What's Sonic's place where there's
I
like
I
hate
don't
that
know.
game, so I don't know.
you're loop
They
de
just
loop.
made a 3D open world game for him.
I don't know any of the
They
new
probably
stuff.
suck
Like
just
old
as bad as
school
the first
original
one.
Sonic, man. You're like you got tunnels and you blast through like caves and
I don't know what the land's called though.
They go around the
yeah,
rings.
like
But
around
it's
loop
not
de
Honolulu.
loops and shit.
I think that's also a made up place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. It was not based off of
Loop de
anything
loops.
real.
You just like run really fast and like around fucking circles.
But can you fly? Because you're a dragon.
I mean, it'd be way cooler if I could fly. Because I don't.
It'd be a whole lot cooler if you did.
I'm not gonna be able to run. I'm gonna definitely not get enough rings to like save you from whatever crazy Bowser there is.
That's the wrong
Bowser-
game.
A different game, man. That's Mario.
They're making that movie too.
Well,
Yes.
I heard that.
Bowser in this game is
The doctor guy.
Dr. Evil, which is Jim Carrey.
But isn't that
I still haven't seen this news.
Wait, did he say Dr. Evil was Jim Carrey?
yeah,
Yeah,
I
in
thought
the
Jim Carrey
movie.
was Eggman.
No,
What's that?
there's a new Sonic like
I
alive.
still haven't seen this new song.
Yeah, he's Eggman, the bad guy in Sonic. Jim Carrey
Oh, I
plays
see what
him
you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, I still haven't seen.
in the live action movies. But I haven't seen those.
I don't feel like I want to see it because Jim Carrey was the Eggman. I just don't feel like Jim Carrey makes a good Eggman. I don't think he's.
I thought the same thing, but everybody says he did a good
representative.
job.
I feel like Jim Carrey is just too thin to like be representative
Well,
of the Eggman. you
What
know?
if he never comes out of
Are
his
you body
spaceship?
shaming
Which
him, Ray? Are
Eggman
you
never
body
comes out of his
shaming now?
spaceship.
I'm not body shaming Jim Carrey or the Eggman. I just
Saying
think,
he's not fat enough for you now.
well, just
Yeah,
the
that's
character
messed up,
that the
Ray.
Eggman is a larger villain of a character. And Jim Carrey just doesn't seem to like anatomically, you
Fill
know,
out the role. Is that what you're
fill
trying
out the role. Yeah.
to say?
You don't have to watch it then.
That's not why I haven't seen it.
Like, I'm gonna write to the guys. Your movie sucked because fucking your villain was too skinny.
Put some weight on that mofo. Come on.
I love and respect Jim Carrey a lot. I think Jim Carrey is a great actor. I think that what he has done for Hollywood is excellent because he bailed on it. It's great.
Yeah.
The best thing he could have done for Hollywood is leave Hollywood.
I only saw it because I've got a 6-year-old brother, and he's
What do you think?
obsessed. Sonic? What?
What's your opinion of the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, I liked it. It was fine.
I thought Jim Carrey did a good job.
It wasn't bad. It was funny. I like the voice of Sonic. And yeah, Jim Carrey was good. There's a lot worse remakes and live action stuff for sure.
Wait for them to do, what was it? Not X-Man. Mega Man.
That me too, dude. Me too.
They're
Actually,
gonna do anything. Where's that one?
I was waiting for that as well.
I'm waiting for fucking that Weird Al movie with Harry Potter.
What?
Yeah, the Harry Potter guy's gonna
What?
be Weird
A
Al.
Weird Al movie with Daniel? Wait,
Biopic.
Daniel.
a biopic
Craig-
about Weird Al?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yep.
and
Great.
supposedly he's getting jacked for it.
Yeah, probably one of the most underrated artists of all time. Easily one of the most underrated artists of all time.
Weird Al or
Weird Al.
Daniel Radcliffe.
He's fucking genius, dude. The dude's awesome.
Which,
Weird
ooh,
Al.
weird. Oh yeah, Weird Al. I like Weird Al.
Great fucking musician too, man. How many people do you know that plays a fucking little fucking
Accordion.
accordion, dude? Yeah, man. Holy,
I know Weird Al
None.
does.
like really well too.
I saw him at Bonnaroo in 2013.
They have a nice
Wow.
prom.
That's so cool.
It was fine.
Did he have on? Did he have on like
It
a?
was fine.
I never liked Weird Al. I thought the songs were weird, so that's why.
Well,
But
yeah.
it was good music. Like I do like live music so much more. It's way more entertaining.
When he had,
I like how he did his polkas on every album. He'd do a polka and smash
That
the
was-
song together. He was like the first person to do all those song smashes.
just these awesome medleys. His first couple albums were fantastic. He was kind of like left in the dark with like nothing but like modern music to cover. Kind of like
I think, was his first one UHF? Was that his first one?
he hit a movie. Yeah, UHF.
Yeah, UHF.
Yeah, that was. I have it on DVD somewhere.
I'm not surprised.
It's not like just UHF. It's like it's weird. It's like one of those trio movies you get from like Meyer, you know? It's
Okay. Yep.
UHF, Dirty Work, and like Biodome or some weird
Oh,
shit.
wow.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
It's like,
Dude, Biodome was a weird ass movie.
yes, it is.
Funny. It was hilarious. But
That's the one with Pauly Shore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we watched it.
recently. Like, you know a movie you gotta see? I had like one of those collections of like all those old like stoner culture movies. Like all of them, dude. Dazed and Confused.
Super Troopers.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Super Troopers,
Half Baked,
Knocked Up, Half Baked,
Pineapple Express.
Don't Be a Menace.
Did you guys ever watch Truman Show?
Yeah, I like that one.
Truman Show's great, dude. That's a mind.
Yeah, you gotta watch that one if you
I
haven't
don't
seen
think I've
that.
shown that one to Becca yet. She
Yeah.
hasn't seen that one.
I'm not gonna spoil you, but you gotta watch it.
Yeah.
It'll change everything.
Oh, dude, I
Everything.
always. What's trippy is I always had that thought because my mom used to watch soap operas when I was growing up, and soap operas was like very much like you're just like following somebody through their entire reality because they just take so long. I swear to God, that one dude fucking was trying to like evade this Stefano for like 16 years. You know what I mean? Like, and like a week went by, and it's like, holy fuck, man. So like I would always think that like we were watched by okay, there's also Catholic guilt built into it too, right? I grew up Christian and Catholic. So you have this looming visionary patriarch in the sky looming over you, watching you. And I also thought that was kind of the same deal of like what soap operas were as a child. So it was like really trippy. I was kind of always had this feeling of being watched.
Yeah.
But then the Truman Show, man,
Goofy.
is just super. You gotta watch Truman Show. Jim Carrey movies. The movie 23 was decently psychological thriller style. It was pretty cool. Where
What's his one that's really sad? Something Sunshine Happiness or something.
that's a really fucking good movie, dude. Yeah, that's a really good movie. Is that the one? Is that the one where they go into his dreams, where they try to erase his memory?
Yep, Eternal Sunshine
Eternal
of the
Sunshine
Spotless
of the
Mind.
Flawless Mind.
Yeah, that one's crazy. I was like, oh shit, he's not doing comedy.
Yeah, dude. No, that one is like that one's a brain fryer as well, man. That one had me twisted. That one was. It's weirdly sad. Weirdly sad. He also did. Oh no, wait. I'm thinking
Still
of a
talking about
different
Jim
one.
Carrey?
Yeah, Jim Carrey. I was
Yeah, it was Jim Carrey one. He got a bunch of
That's such an
awards because it was
awesome
really.
Yeah, I feel like I have that one on DVD somewhere. Also, all these movies are probably at the farm.
So many DVDs.
Yeah, that's really
quality watching right there. I got CRT if you guys want to watch.
And another actor whose movies I really
on it.
got into was John Cusack. John Cusack's movies are really good too.
He's a terrible actor though.
He's a terrible actor, but his movies were fucking good. Like,
Yeah.
he did such good movies though. What was that one where he was in the hotel room?
He was like a heartthrob.
Hotel. Room.
Room 9 or something like
Something
that.
like that. Yeah, the horror one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that where everything kept adding up to 9 and it was?
No, like the
What was
day,
that
like the
one?
day.
Wait, wasn't Jim Carrey in one like that?
Jim Carrey was in a movie 23, which was a psychological thriller.
That's
But
what
I
that one
don't want to
That's it.
spoil it.
Yeah,
It's
don't spoil. I'm
pretty
gonna rewatch it.
good. It's good, but at the same time, it's like it's not as climactic as I wanted it to be. But it's a good movie. I used
Is
to
that
really
the
get
one
into
where it all
those.
added up to 23.
Everything was just added. Like yeah, like he like numerology was
That's all
just
I
like
remember
going
about
crazy.
it.
But like the end is where like the twist happens, you know.
Mhm.
So like the twist is like the twist is it was slightly climactic, but just a little bit more fuzz. I was hoping it to be more. Let me think, man. We were talking about The Shining last week, I think. That one is great as far
How
as
about
like psychological thrillers go.
Birds?
Would you say
Alfred
Birds?
Hitchcock's
Alfred
Birds.
Did you guys ever watch The Twilight Zone?
Yeah,
I was thinking of that one
we
earlier.
used to
The
watch
one,
marathons of it
yeah, dude. Yeah.
on Sci-Fi Channel.
Sci-fi. Yeah, yeah. It come on late at night too. Remember when it would just come on super
Yep,
late?
Yeah.
and it was the old good ones, not the
Yep,
new
all the
crap.
black and white
Yep,
ones.
yep, and those were freaky. They had
Yeah.
some ideas and stuff. You're like, what the hell?
Dude, clown in a can where they were like, it was like a clown doll and it got tossed in the garbage can. They were like
I
trying to get
feel like
out.
I remember that
Trying
one.
to get out of the garbage can. Well, they were trying to get out of this room, and they ended up being in a garbage can.
Yeah,
It was really weird. The one where they had to play kick the can. I think that was one of the newer ones where it was.
I like kick the can.
It wasn't black and white. It was, they all went out to play kick the can, and they were like, you know, they were older. You know, much older. I mean, decades older than old Uncle Rick over there, and like. And like they went out to play kick the can, and they all turned into little kids, you know. And then they were playing.
I think I watched it play.
I think to turn into little kids. I think it was this thing like if you went to play, you turn into a little kid. But something happened if you. I think you would like age further if you did it. I think that if you played as a kid, I think that like the catch was like, I think that was the end of your life, and all these older people wanted to go out and experience it one last time, and it was a super
Crazy.
bizarre one. Yeah. Twilight Zone was pretty good, man. That one might have even been Stephen King. Maybe that wasn't Twilight Zone. That could have been Stephen King. That might have been one of those, or even Trilogy of Terror. It could have been like one of those Trilogy of Horror. There were two of them. There was always Trilogy of Horror and Trilogy of Terror, and they were always like knockoffs of the same fucking thing. We got a dueling headbat going on.
Oh, geez.
Can't do that. I'm half concussed. I got a fucking concussion, dude.
You braided my head.
Smack heads. I can't be busting noggins, man. I gotta let
Whatever, man. You just fucking smashed your head on that fucking.
this.
Hold
I know, dude. I've had tinnitus in my left ear for the last week, and I just want it to go away. And I'm hoping that, like, you know, it'll be a good. It started to go away today, so I'm thinking the next couple of days it should be gone, as long as I'm not racking my head into hers.
Yeah,
Fuck,
Don't
dude.
do that.
how do we avoid that?
I smacked my head on something
No dragons.
today. I smacked my head on something today. I smacked it right on the knot yesterday with something else. I just keep running my dome into things. It's like I just want
You ever considered a helmet?
just for walking around my house, man. I
That's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about, man.
could use a pumpkin, I suppose. It's how to
Well,
Tara-
Tara's got
Tara
one.
has that's already
It's
cut.
well crafted.
Nice.
Well crafted.
Do you think
Yeah.
your head is more
Shout
like
out to Nut Tree.
Troy size?
Yeah, I need
We got
to.
1 minute left, by the way.
Well, that's,
So-
and everybody wants me to cut my hair. That's the thing. I
No,
need to
no,
just
no.
rewrap
Why?
my hair and put it on top of my head.
Oh yeah, you could do that. That's a good idea.
Yeah. See.
Put it on top of your head.
Yeah,
Rusty
put it
Nails wants to know if you can hear my ears ringing. It's only one of my ears. It's not so much a ringing, but it is more of a white noise, and it's really annoying.
No, I cannot.
Yeah, it's been there. And I did it tonight.
Do you want an earplug?
I don't know if that'll probably make it worse. We're going to these concerts too. I do actually want to bring
some heavy earplugs.
They make some good concert style earplugs.
They're
I
really
highly
fun to
suggest
play
people to get
with.
them. Those earplugs are on our moon mat. Those actually have Wickfoot in them. Those will cause more ear infections than will clear them up.
I'm sure they're fine. Oh my god. It's just your own microbes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Use your own microbes are your friend.
Be your own microbes.
And that's the late sesh.
Good
Cheers,
night.
Stokers. Have a great one.
Yeah, cheers.
Everyone have a great night. Keep growing.
Happy Halloween.
Oh my god.
Did Bake leave with